Hi, this is Roz with Marijuana Software, and we are going to review all things customer management. Creating new customers and managing existing ones in Marijuana Software is pretty easy, and it can be done a few different ways. So from the main menu, you're going to click here on the Sales tab, and this is where your customer database lives. Now, if you don't see somebody that you're looking for, just put your cursor in the search box and type their name, and they'll appear that way. Another way of finding somebody is to just hit enter with your cursor in that search bar and your whole list will appear. Once you find the customer that you're looking for, you can hit new order or check in next to their name to begin an order. Or if you notice that their IDs are expired, you can also archive that customer so you don't run the risk of selling product to somebody with expired IDs. But if you want to create a new customer, there's a few ways of doing that as well. One of them is to come up here to this yellow new customer button and you'll be presented with a blank form. You can choose medical, caregiver, recreational, and depending on what you pick, the fields of information are going to change. So this is all manual entry, so not the most efficient or preferred method for most shops. But if this is the method you choose, just be really careful when you're entering the information. And you can also upload a photo if you like. When you're done completing the information, you can click Save to save this customer for later, or Save and Check In to immediately put them in the lobby and get them ready for a sale. An easier way of creating a customer is to come up here to this green check-in button, and you have two different options. The option on the left is if you want to take a photo of their driver's license or ID for a recreational customer, or if they're a medical patient, you want to put that driver's license or ID side by side with their medical card and take a picture of both. Save the picture to your downloads, and then you can just choose the file and open it, and then click check in. And what that is going to do is it's going to parse the data on that photo and it's going to fill out this form for you, at least most of the way. Now, because this is AI, you do want to be careful to review the information for accuracy. So for example, I just uploaded a sample driver's license picture. So I'm going to take this expiration and I'm going to move it up here to the driver's license field. And the driver's license number is going to go up here in this barcode field. The address came through okay, so I'm going to leave that alone. And then just something to note is you do have this little checkbox here to ban a customer if something happens down the road and you need to do that for whatever reason, you have that option. But once you're done filling out the information, you'll hit create to save the customer for later, or create and check in if you want to immediately make them a sale. Now, another way of creating a customer is by, again, going up to this green check-in button. And if you have a barcode scanner in-house, this is definitely the easiest way of doing it. So something to know is on the back of driver's licenses, there are two barcodes. This great big barcode is the one that you're going to want to scan with your barcode scanner. So use your finger or your thumb, cover the small barcode, and then scan this big barcode instead. So you'll put your cursor here, you'll scan that big barcode, and then you'll hit check in. And what that's going to do is a very similar thing. It's just going to, again, put the information into this form for you. You're going to go through and double check all of the information, make sure everything is correct. And then once you've verified everything, you can hit create, or you can hit create and check in. And if you do that option, you'll see that this customer has now been put in the lobby and you can hit new order to immediately make them a sale. That's everything. Thanks for watching. Any questions, just give us a call or send us an email.